Hello and welcome to Freedom News, the news you can use to help keep Canada free. From the desk of Spencer Fernando, I have this very interesting article. It reads, Surprise! Internal government report contradicts Trudeau's diversity rhetoric, says focus needs to be on, get this, social cohesion and shared values. You don't say. Isn't this kind of awkward? In a revelation that is indeed pretty awkward for the liberal elites and the political class, it turns out that an internal government report says there needs to be a focus on unity and an effort to bring the focus back to the majority instead of emphasizing diversity values in government communications. Duh! The report was ostensibly about countering populism in Canada, yet it ironically backs up many of the things Canadian populists have been saying and contradicts political correctness. Interesting. As reported by the Canadian press, the group was told to engage more public conversations and, yes, debate focused on us rather than us versus them narratives to foster social cohesion. A briefing note prepared for the senior civil servants warned that if only marginalized populations are considered, the result would be that others feel as if they do not matter. See? And the proof is the fact that thanks to Trudeau's divisiveness, his identity politics, white nationalism has been on the rise in Canada. That's why it's happening, Trudeau. It's all your fault. And we've been trying to tell you this. You call us racists. And it ends an endless loop. Article continues. Social cohesion must become a new lens of policy making. In order to achieve this, the government needs to build connections across differences, foster greater empathy, and bring the focus back to the majority, i.e., the middle groups, officials wrote in the documents. Something that Andrew Scheer has been doing these last few years since becoming leader of the Conservative Party. Bring back the sense of Canadian unity and the fact that we do indeed have shared values. Like he said in his speech at the Conservative Convention in Halifax last year, freedom is our strength. It is our common values of freedom is why we have diversity. It's exactly what he's been saying and doing, like I said, the last few years. The report clearly points out that identity politics must be avoided. Hear that, Trudeau? Your identity politics is a no-no. Your own government says so. When it comes to future communications, deputy ministers stressed the needs to focus on shared values rather than diversity values when framing the social cohesion narrative, the meeting summary says. The fact is that humans love to break ourselves up into different tribes. If a country doesn't have a strong sense of unity and, there's that evil word, nationalism, that brings people of all backgrounds together as citizens with common values, then people will simply divide into smaller tribes and the country will get put at further and further risk. And when the government tries to pretend that we don't need a national identity or tries to pretend that we are a post-national state, as the idiot-in-chief has told the New York Times shortly after taking office, then the division only gets worse, as these last 4 years has proven. Of course, Justin Trudeau and the Liberals are obsessed with identity politics and are thus unlikely to follow this advice. But for everyone in our country with common sense, we need to keep pushing for our unity and common values and stand up for a strong and inclusive Canadian nationalism. See? Nationalism is not a dirty word. It is not a bad thing. It is only when you combine it with socialism that it gets perverted and becomes the thing of Nazi Germany. Socialism will always pervert everything it is attached to. And that is where you get the identity politics. So Trudeau, your own government is telling you, you've been a naughty boy, you have to stop. And then Andrew Scheer is indeed right, that national unity is what is important. Thank you for watching. Remember, like if you like, share, comment, of course, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're able to, please feel free to click the PayPal donation link in the description. Thank you, and God bless.